Hey, how's it going? I am a little goblin who likes to do makeup, and today I'll be painting myself pink. With Valentine's Day approaching, there is a magazine that I like to submit to called RetroLovely, and they have a Valentine's Day and an anti-Valentine's Day issue that comes out every year, and I like to try and challenge myself creatively by getting into both of them if I can. I think it's really fun. So I've made these two sets of horns. Let me see here. One is gonna go like this to make a little heart up there. And then I've got my tiny little set that's just gonna go like right there. And I filmed a little DIY in the dungeon of my like process of how I made those kind of grubby little SFX effects. SFX effects. We will be filming the Valentine's Day look, hence why I'll be pink. Well, actually, that wouldn't be a dead giveaway, but either way, I'm gonna be pink today. And since it's gonna be a little bit of a lengthy process, I am going to be painting like the majority of my body pink here. So I just went ahead and got my wig situated already. All I do is split my hair into like 2, maybe 3 ponies, throw them up there, get it all kind of spread out evenly underneath the wig cap here so I don't have any bulges and it doesn't hurt my head or anything like that. I've pulled the cap itself down. I bought this pack of wigs because I thought it would be a value pack, and they're the worst wig caps ever, so I'm just trying to make do with them until I run out, and then I'll buy some more. But they're very tight and not like the best quality, so I am just gonna pull them to the best of my ability and go ahead in here with my Got to Be Glued, and I'm gonna just start gluing this line down. I have my hair dryer on standby, quick and easy so that the process doesn't take forever. I don't have to sit around and wait for it to dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this here with you, and then as I finish up, I'll spare you the hair dryer the whole time. So I actually have this little guy instead of always using my fingers, and I just take it and I go as close to my hairline as I can get, really pressing it down in there and into like the skin itself so I get a nice seal. I'm gonna have to pull a little bit farther down here, but that's okay. Sides of my head are getting really hairy here, but it's the winter time and I like the warmth. And I go a little bit just above the ear here, so when I cut it and pull back, it stays in place. I also do a little bit just back here, so that way once I'm moving my head around and everything's cut, it doesn't start sliding around back there. We're back in our egg-headed glory here. I've gone in and cut my wig line all the way back, gotten rid of that thick band because it's very hard to try and like work around the band, get the glue to stick and everything like that. And then I've gone in and I've marked where I'm gonna put both sets of my horns and everything like that. So I've gone in and I got these like cheap body paints, just like little samples of them off of Amazon a while ago. And oh, I got a bunch on my hand. And I just mixed together like the last of the white, a little bit of the pink, a little bit of red, and it's not as light as I would like it to be. So I am gonna go in with a little bit of my wolf here as I'm like blending and get some lighter spots, lighter pink spots in, so it's not just all, I don't know. It's kind of like this muted, like mulberry color, and I was looking for like a deeper kind of magenta-y pink. I don't know. It just didn't come out the way I wanted, but we're gonna work with it. So I've got my trusty little brush here, and I swear it only looks blue. I've washed it a whole bunch. I'm gonna get it just a little bit wet here. It's super wet, and we're gonna take it, and we're just gonna start going around. And I try to be careful with my lines. I try not to like go straight down or anything like that, because if it happens to dry streaky, then it will look like everything is pulled down on my face. So I try to remind myself to go up and push up with it. I'm going to try my best to avoid these spots while still getting it where I need it to go. Alright, as you can see, I've gone in and painted just about everything that I could get in this little bit of time. I already powdered like the creasy areas, so that way when I'm sitting here like demonstrating and stuff, you don't just see it like falling off. Did a little bit of my neck here, and it is a little bit darker than I wanted it to be, so I kind of look like Barney right now instead of pink. So we're gonna work with it. We'll roll with it. I'm not gonna start singing to you though. Spare you that. So before I go in and actually powder my face to set it and everything, I have a little bit of old KVD Center. It's this dark purple. I'm going to use it just to try and contour a little bit down here and make it a little bit darker. My nose has started running, of course, because I have body paint everywhere. So if you happen to see it looking a little powdery or anything under here, I'm just trying to stop the boogers from ruining my video and my life. So bear with me. And take just a little bit of this here. Just a little. And a little bit more. I've had this for so long since like they released the Saint and Sinner set. So I'm running out. I'm surprised it's lasted this long. There we go. Just enough. Might do just a tiny bit more right here. Alright. So I'm going to go in, do this other side really fast, and then I am going to start setting with my e.l.f. HD setting powder. I'm just going to do the whole thing, get it dry, and then I'm going to come in with my powders and start layering on colors and moving things around. So we'll be right back. Alright, we're back and we've been dried up. I went in with my HD setting powder and went all over the place, and then I did take a little bit from the Sugarpill Gold palette. I took shade Valentine. It's this lighter pink, and I kind of went in under my eyes, and it's a little bit lighter. You can't really see it on there, but I can see it like in person and in the mirror and everything. So we're on track to looking pink. I'm going to start building in some shadows here before I put my eyebrows in, because I want like lighter spots up in here. So I'm going to take Rage Quit from the Sugarpill Mini V1, and I'm just going to take little bits of that pink right up underneath where my brow is and my brow bone. There you go, you can kind of see it a little bit. I take just a little bit more and go right along my nose line here. Alright, and then I am going to take, and I danced around whether or not I wanted black or dark purple eyebrows, but I think for now we're going to go with the center, the dark purple from KVD. And as soon as I can find my stinking little... I have located my brush now, so we are going to get going here. I'm going to take it, and I want kind of like a nice thin line, just kind of like a one swipe brow, even though mine always take forever. Come right there. Can't really see it. It's picking up more of the body paint. That's alright. Just means we'll have to layer it a little bit. It's a little light, but that's alright. My lisp is back and stronger than ever. Oh boy, one more month until I can stop wearing these retainers during the day. I'm actually going to go back over these with the black Briar. You're not really able to see it that much. So my hope is that the black will mix with a little bit of the pink body paint and it'll look a little dark purple or pink while it's up there. Blend right in seamlessly. Hopefully. There we go. It's got a nice arch, no funny little lines on it. Ooh, except for that one I just added. My problem is with eyebrows sometimes. I will have a beautiful look and then I'll go back in trying to like darken it up and then and then I have to go fix all my lines, reshape, and hope it comes out the same. And it never does. So I am going to quick go in and do my other brow and we'll be right back here to do some more shading with our eyeshadow. Alright, we're back and both of our brows are looking pretty good here. So I'm going to go in with our little mini V1 with some Rage Quit again and we're going to start building our eyeshadow. So I want it to look like a almost pink smoky eye, like blended flesh tones or whatever, almost like she's not really wearing makeup, but she is, you know what I mean? We're just going to build. Use a little bit of Player 1 for that purpley shade to get it to blend out up here, since I'm more purple than pink, unfortunately. Just blend out into oblivion up here. I apologize for being rather quiet. I was up late working on finishing up some problems I had with my horns, and then I was up early and I had 1,000 problems. My mirror fell apart, nothing was charged, I was out of white, like, ah! But that's how it usually goes here with me. As prepared as I'd like to be, I'm never even close to being prepared. And so I'm very thankful for the people that want to work with me, that know I'm doing my best to be professional, but sometimes my life gets a little crazy and I get super forgetful. But usually it's only on my end with my stuff. I try not to make it anybody else's problem, for the most part. Alright, and I have got a little bit of a deeper shade here. I have got some, we're going to use Gloomy and maybe a little bit of Coven from the black capsule from Sugarpill. Let's see how dark it gets. Not even really noticeable, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my trusty Modern Renaissance palette and I'm going to use Love Letter. And that's showing up a little bit better, at least to me. I don't know that it's picking up super well on camera, but it's a little bit there. It's a little bit smokier. I might have to dig out an even darker pink if I can find one. Or a deep enough purple that won't seem to upset like the magenta hues or anything. Just building up color. Even if it's not the shade that I want, I would like to do the same on both sides. So that way, if I do end up finding a shade that works a little bit better, at least I've got the same color building going on both sides. A little bit underneath there. Look up when you do. Blend out. I'm going to scout really fast to see if I can't find a darker color that I like. Give me 1 second. All right, so I'm going to try taking my Muerta palette here with Velorio and a little bit of Sangre. And I know that they're more red shades, but I'm hoping that the dark, oh yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Will be just enough to get it to show up here to blend out. And I'm just lightly pressing my brush. Don't want it to go too dark. Yeah, I like the way that that looks. And I've said before that when I blow on my brushes, I'm not even entirely sure that it's doing anything, but it's kind of like blowing on them for luck. I'm hoping and praying that this turns out good. It's kind of weird looking at myself when I'm all pink and then I smile because it's just like, oh my god. I'll try to keep the jump scares to a minimum here, I guess. Go out and build it on both sides here. And I might end up taking some of this shade and using it to contour and kind of give myself a little bit of blush. Since I like it, it'll kind of blend it all together. And as you can see, my nose is leaking again. I wish I could figure out why. Maybe I'm allergic to something, I don't know. I've only been recently doing it in like the past 6 months or something like that. Who knows? Alright. So I'm going to take this little brush here, tap in with a little bit of sangre, and just kind of lightly blend it out. You can already see it kind of matching up over there. Alright, so we're unexpectedly back. As you could see, my phone kind of just decided it was full and crapped out on me. So all that you have missed is I have taken some liquid star shadow in Prom Queen. Is it Prom Queen? Prom Night from Jeffree Star Cosmetics and done a little bit on my lid here. And then I went in with the Makeupamurder Switchblade shade and did just a little bit where it's going to look like my highlight there. Started going in with my eyeliner. Made a little heart-shaped mole over there, and I'm going to put another little one up here, and hopefully you guys can stay with me this time. Hopefully I cleared up enough space. And to do it, I just do a little V, and then I kind of fill in from the base going out. I don't mind if they're pointy little hearts. It's not going to bother me any at all. All right. And I think before we go in and start doing our eyeliner and everything, I am going to take a little bit from my 24 karat gold from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. We're going to take a little bit of Legendary and Liberace, maybe a little Sarcophagus here, a nice little mix up. And we're just going to start just like that. I wanted to have little bits of red, little bits of gold, and a little bit just like blending out there. And take a little, put it right there. My nose be running away on me this whole time. And for the eyes, I'm just going to use Sarcophagus and Liberace. And I'm going to use little bits of Legendary and Liberace right up above my brow line. There we go. Now we can go in and start doing our eyeliner. I do have fake contacts I'm going to put in. They're black. I'm going to wait until the very end. I struggle with them so much. I don't know if it's my fingers or my eye, but none of them like what's going on there. All right. So for this, I'm trying to decide. Yeah, I am going to use black eyeliner. Sorry about that. I'm going to go up where our crease is. You see that? Right where the light pink and the dark pink meet. Okay. And then we're going to go from underneath where our bottom lid is back here. I don't know if you can really see that, but we'll get it darker as it goes. I'm going to connect the two lines there. There we go. Come down across the lid. There we go. And it doesn't have to be perfect. We can always go back in and fix our lines. We have enough body paint left to not have to erase. We can just build on top of it if need be, so we don't mess up our shade here. There we go. I want it to be up just a little bit higher there. Yeah. And we're going to take a little bit more here, go underneath the eye, and outline the bottom there. Get a little bit just on the point here. We're going to come around right out of the front little waterline, going up over the lid to connect them. All right, I finished my eyeliner on both sides. I went in with a little bit of my waterproof Sephora liner and filled in my waterline. I am out of my Better Than Sex mascara, so we're going to use Grande mascara. I got it in a little like variety pack or something. So we're just going to do our usual. Start from the bottom, separate, push up. Alright, our mascara is on, and for our lips, I don't want to outline in black, but I'm almost wondering if I shouldn't, just so that way I have like a decently thick outline, since I don't have purple lip liner. Yeah, let's just do it. I want them to be like big big pouty brat lips. We're gonna come up over. Kind of at an angle. I want to push my lip line up top and then pull it in down at the bottom. There we go. We're going to do the bottom. Come way under. There go. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take we have shade Sinner from KVD. We're gonna fill in the final look for my heart succubus look. I ended up struggling with my bigger horns for like maybe 20-30 minutes before I realized it just wasn't going to happen with this wig, and so I just threw the idea out the window and I'll save them for a different time. Um, it came out pretty good, all things considered, that have happened with this cursed video. My mirror falling apart, both of my mics dying, my phone stopping recording, you know, just all the fun things that happen when you're trying to paint yourself for several hours. It better be worth all the work though. If I end up getting published, I'll have to update you guys in a later video and let you know. But I do got my two little handmade horns put on there. I ended up just doing the rest of my look, putting the rest of the stuff on. My video kept dying out and things kept happening. My ring light died, so I just did the rest of it and figured I'd show off the final look here at the end. I didn't think anyone would have a problem with that. So I do have my styled wig on. I put a little piece of hair kind of around that little guy there. Got some jewelry on here. I didn't do my fingers just yet because if I'm touching everything, I didn't want it to just be pink or purple everywhere. You know what I mean? This isn't exactly what I'll be wearing either. I just didn't want to come on YouTube and be like, I'm naked. So, not that I'll be naked there either. It's just, I am entirely purple from head to just about the bottoms of my feet here. So I'm hoping it does come out okay and it gets submitted, or not submitted, accepted to the magazine. I got into the Valentine's Day issue last year and I was on the cover of the anti-Valentine's Day. So I've got pretty high expectations for myself this year. Like I said, if I end up making it, I'll let you guys know. But be sure to subscribe if you want to see more looks like this and delve into chaos of crafting and painting your entire self pinky purple. You know, like, comment, do all the things, but the most important thing, stay well, stay hydrated. Bye.